Trying. Yes, and I also appreciate your aesthetic. You have a very model aesthetic, so thank you. Oh, perhaps somebody else talk. I feel like I heard my voice for too long. Please. Oh no, being you good. I'm over here working, so I got quiet because literally, like, I'm over here branding the right life right now. I'm excited.
Hey, see Mars. What is it again? See by Mars? Oh, See by Mars. Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, thank you. It's Seen by Mars. See Mars is actually my name, so it's Courtney Marsoff. So I just use the C and the Mars and Scenes.
Got it. Does anyone live stream on Twitch?
I'm actually live on YouTube right now. I just started up a live stream. About to sit in here and smoke a fat ass J and work on some commission art right now. So, like, when it gets quiet, you can turn on the YouTube channel. Y'all don't have to, like, engage in it, but if you want something visual to stimulate your eyes, I'm definitely live in the studio right now.
I love it.
Where's your link at?
Well, I only have my Instagram link on there, but if but my YouTube is just my government name, so if you look up my name, Travis Prince, it should pop right up on YouTube. Or you can, if you Google my name, all my links will pop up, everything like that.
How is your experience doing that? Like, when did you start?
So I started streaming when the PlayStation 4 came out, so that's about 7 years ago. I had the PlayStation for about almost a year before I actually tried to stream, but then once I realized that the Sony PlayStation has a connection with YouTube, and so going straight through their services, you can do a live YouTube stream straight from your PlayStation. And once I figured that out, I kind of did like vlogging for a while. Then people got interested in my art. Then I started like streaming my art live, and I kind of became like the Black Bob Ross, and been doing it for a while. My YouTube channel, it's called Art and Education, so it doesn't attract a lot of people because we're all like, most people are, they want sports and entertainment. So if you say art and education, it kind of throws a lot of people off. So I don't have a really big following, but I have a solid core base of people who've been following me for like 5 years and just motivating me and encouraging me to keep up with the art. So I've had a really good experience with it.
It's crazy watching you.
Watching you talk to us?
On the screen. It's mad funny.
Yeah, But yeah, I've had a couple interviews from this, like local news outlets have interviewed me. I did a Vice magazine news interview one time about my stream, and like I said, it's not very popular, but for a niche group of people like this, when you're bored and there's nothing to fucking do, and you just feel like watching somebody paint, most of the time I'm always here in the studio, just like trying to get it in,
Wait, are y'all coming to our paint party on Zoom?
I'll be in a paint party. Fuck that, hell yeah.
There's a paint party on Zoom happening Monday, 2 p.m. I think Central Time. I have the email from Suzanne if anyone wants me to forward it to them. Yes. Send it, please. I will DM me too, please. I want part Donna. Yes, please. No, I'm missing you. Yeah, we gonna be live there. Oh, am I allowed to smoke on here? I mean, sure the hell, why not? I don't see no one delegating what you can and cannot do in your apartment, sis. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody roll up.
So
somebody roll up and smoke with me now,
art and education. I was a youth leader. One of the kids was in a Spanish-speaking class. She already spoke Spanish in her family, but she was learning other aspects of it because there was parts of it not taught at home. Anyways, but one of the things that our teacher uses is that they watch Bob Ross muted while they're learning Spanish, and it sticks better in their brain when they do that. So you can start something like that, maybe.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I say, sometimes just having a uh, a calming image while you're trying to learn something auditory can actually help, even though the images you're watching has nothing to do with the information you're trying to learn, but somehow your brain balances it out and make you more receptive to memorizing this information. That's crazy as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I'm gonna have to do because although I am of Hispanic background, it's been kind of forced out of our family. So the only people left is my grandparents, and I've been meaning to do it. So hey, we should just do some art, watch some Bob Ross, and listen to Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, this is the last call for who wants to be a part of the Zoom. I'm not about to be sending email all day today, so I'm doing it one time around. Send your email right now. You got like 2 more minutes. Just send it to your Instagram or what? Yeah, just DM me. I'll go from there.
I just sent it.
As much as I'd love to join, I may have to catch it another time because unless it's a Sunday or most likely a Tuesday, I probably won't be able to make it. I'm like always out of the house and not able to do anything. I only have to listen to things. That's all I get to do. Wait, let me see. What's the 31st? Oh, that's Sunday. There we go. Yes, it's a Sunday, the 31st at 2 p.m. Central. Sorry, did I say Monday? My bad. I don't know. I just heard Zoom. I'm like, oh, probably not. So you might have said the right one, and I just spaced.
Oh.
Gotcha. Well, this is just for anyone that wants to like come chill and paint. I know I'm going because I have this big ass canvas in my house just sitting there. So let's figure it out. And Suzanne is a great artist. Like her work, she's been painting water, and let me let you know, I've been trying that shit forever. Alright, I got you sent. Have you guys, like, talking about Bob Ross earlier, have you guys ever heard of the anti-Bob Ross? No, what?
There's an anti-Bob Ross?
Well, it's like, it's a video on YouTube, and the painter's name is Kim Biom, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but, the painting is called Yellow Scream, and during this video, it's like 30 minutes long, he like talks about the feelings of yellow, and every stroke that he paints, he screams the entire stroke. And like is like right next to the paintbrush painting, and like he does a bunch of different screams. Like this one is anguish, and then like he'll be so calm, and then he like screams at the paintbrush while he's painting.
Wow.
It's amazing. Wait, what is it called? I have
The anti-Bob Ross.
Google anti-Bob Ross yellow scream.
It's like the first one when you pull it up.
Yeah. It's amazing. I find it hilarious, but yeah.
And Sierra over there vibing.
Yeah, I imagine the yellow video being a lot like that Grinch one.
Yo, oh my god.
Just look at the Grinch and do that.
Yeah, I probably should have grabbed my tripod before I fucking went live.
You working on something right now?
Yeah, I'm working on my novel right now. I just pulled it up because I went live. And then I was like, damn, let me see.
Is somebody rapping?
Yes, that's 21. Y'all can hear him?
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild.
That's why I said you was over there vibing. That's why I'm dancing to it.
We thought you were playing the music for us.
Nah, yo. I was trying to see. I gotta go get my tripod. Because he inspired me. He was like, yo, I'm live right now. I was like, you know what? I should be live too. Like, this sounds fun.
All right, turn the camera on. Every time you in the studio or doing something creative or inspirational, turn your fucking camera on. You might not know who gets something out of that shit, yo.
Hold on, let me see.
That's facts. We're just too self-conscious, though. Like, we gotta break out of that shell.
Yeah, that's so true. And I'm glad that you said that because that's something that I definitely am struggling with. I'm trying to get more comfortable with posting more and like recording actual videos of me painting and drawing and all of that. Like, yeah, how do you though? Like, how do you kind of like break out of that shell? I wouldn't say like I guess you just do it.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
Just get up and like, I'm gonna just go. I was like, I don't know. Now I'm feeling inspired. I got an idea. Now, like,
Yeah, you just got to do it. The only thing is that like is no matter how creative you are, how brilliant your work is, how intelligent your words are, and how well spoken you are, you're always gonna get fucking trolls to come in there and try to say some dumb shit to discourage you or whatever. So for me, that's the hardest part about doing a live stream is just knowing that on my platform, any and everybody can pop up in the stream, and there's dickheads and racist people and douchebags who are going to come here and just say dumb shit just to say dumb shit, yo. But if you can get past that, it's a very, very enjoyable experience.
none of that shit faze me.
It don't. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't phase you either.
That's what's making more of them pop up. Like, stop reacting to the motherfuckers. Like, ignore, keep it pushing. Like, trolls want attention. That's true. And like what you give your energy to, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta cautious of what you're engaging your energy into. So yeah, that's true. I don't really trip too much off of like the trolls or whatever. It's just if anything I trip off of myself, like just not being able to fully be confident in myself. That's what I mean when I said that. But slowly but surely I'm getting there. That's a process. I just think every troll is like a 13-year-old that just don't know any better, so let's leave them alone. You know what I'm saying?
No, false. Some trolls are 25 and 30 years old and just don't have a good outlook on life.
Not their brains, okay?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's true.
And they be the ones that be the most insecure.
Exactly. It's projection. That's all it is. And that's why when a troll come in, I do try to give them some attention and let them know, like, bro, you're just projecting. So you can't come in here and try to down me about my art when you feel some type of way because you haven't found your own talent yet, or you're not getting a knowledge for your talent, or whatever it is. But don't try to do reverse psychology and project all your issues on me because it's not gonna work.
I also love to roast trolls. Like, I'll just make fun of them. I'll find a picture of like
Yep.
anyone and just say this is the troll and just make fun of them, and they can't do anything because they're on your platform. So I'll just like make fun of them and try to get rid of them.
Yeah, all right. Troll they ass back.
End up getting angry with me because like I'm such a thick skull that that's like, but I don't know. We ended up being friends, trolling each other. Was that you, Sierra? Yes. Sierra is vibed out right now. She's working on her book. She's not playing. She is vibed out after work. Yes, and any shy folks in the audience want to come up and talk to us, we want to hear you. I don't know why you guys get so nervous. We're so sweet in here. Yeah, I know. This is probably the chillest room I've ever been. It is.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me.
Hey, Cedric. Whoa. You brought the heat.
Oh,
Okay.
this is my
Tell us
first.
about yourself.
Oh, I'm an LA artist and I paint with fire. I use blowtorches to
Oh damn!
torches.
This nigga say I paint with fire.
Wow, y'all, please go look at his IG. Oh my god.
Zachary is the truth, everyone. The
Bro,
absolute truth.
I am in love. Zachary, come here. Oh, what the fuck? God. He's so
Yo,
dope.
you are talented. Wow.
What the fuck, nigga? Oh my god, bro.
So,
Your page has popped
you
up
really
on
seen it?
my Instagram so many times.
Bro, like, you really painted with fire, though?
Yeah,
it's like a
Different types of blowtorches. They're all
Oh my
they're all freehand from life on wood panels.
yeah. That's an instant follow.
How did
Oh,
you...
thank you.
Bro,
Man.
I'm following him wherever you go.
Appreciate that.
How did you get
So
started?
tell me
with
about
painting
this
with
room.
fire?
This is my first artist room, and I've been looking for them, but haven't found any yet.
So we've just been waiting on you forever. Thanks.
It's on the spot, Zachary. It's on the spot.
Yo, Zach got some hot shit though. Why this nigga still up? Take your ass to sleep.
Has, I guess, been going on straight for like 5 days. And whenever
We're home in
I'm
New
just
York.
tired of the other room, you can come here. So
Yo, Boozy, what the fuck you doing up, man? Go back to bed, nigga.
I love that. Yeah, I actually just downloaded Clubhouse a couple days ago, so I'm still figuring it out. But it's been a trip so far, for sure.
Honestly, I'm a little jealous of all the folks who just downloaded Chat Clubhouse and came to this room first, because I went through my 2 weeks of struggling. Hold up, yeah, yeah, I went through my 2 weeks of struggling, y'all. The boom boom rooms,
Yeah.
They have it too easy. They didn't struggle like we did.
Yeah, I found this on my first day, yo.
So safe for y'all. That's true. Thank you.
I started off with a couple of those like social media and marketing groups, which were exhausting but helpful. I got some helpful leads, but kind of soul crushing at the same time. So it's nice to find some other artists on here.
Well, basically, we're just here in this room, just chilling. Like, we have people come up, introduce themselves, we talk about their artwork, we talk about struggles that happen in the art world, how we can make ourselves better, tools we use, how to get better at social media, engagement specific to artists, photographers, all that kind of stuff. We talk about movies sometimes, we talk about anime, so we're just talking about all things the artists like. So sometimes we can go on tangents, but we try to have fun, keep it light, and we make fun of trolls.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. I'll definitely be back. I made my first room earlier today that had a whole total of 3 people in it, but it was a good time. It was about about artists specifically, but ways to stay creative and inspired during the pandemic, because I know it's been really hard on me and a lot of other artists, so I thought it would be nice to talk about that a little bit.
That's a good question to throw out here. It is a good question, actually. Can I go first?
You better hurry up, because I was about to say something.
To answer that question, how I've been staying creative during the pandemic. So I started off with this hobby, refurbishing furniture. I had a dresser, well, not a dresser, a TV stand, and it was like an old grandma stand, honestly. I was like, I'm sick of this. I want to make it look really nice. I want to make it pop and all of that. So, yeah, I fixed it up. I added, like, some silver paint to it, put a little, like, glitter on it, just made it real, like, nice and everything. And, yeah, like, went from that to making like a legit business out of it, and it really just started off as just a hobby, just something to do during COVID, and like I make money off of it now, and I got some pretty cool clientele. I got a lot of people that they like what I do, and so right now I'm just trying to do like a space so I can do it like not in my basement. But yeah, that's pretty much how I stay busy during pandemic. Ooh, I love that. And now we had to bring you back to your love of art. It definitely brought me back to drawing and back to painting. Art was always something that I was interested in as like a kid, especially around middle school, high school, probably beginning freshman, sophomore year, and then after that I kind of stopped and hadn't started back up until recently. Honestly, because of this room, they gave me, especially being my first day in, they just gave me like that confidence that I needed to get back started and everything. So yeah, definitely have been tapping back into my artistic side, and as far as like painting and drawing and all of that. But yeah, I think art definitely creating, you know what I'm saying, during the pandemic. I think it's no better time to create. It's like such a sad time. So just being able to spread that happiness, that joy, that love, it comes from your heart. It makes you happy, and you're able to express that to other people. It's amazing.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I was talking about how, like, when the Renaissance was born, it was born from the Dark Ages, from the plague times, and right now, like, we're really needed. Artists are really, really needed in a lot of ways. And I have not gotten so much work as an artist before COVID time, straight up.
Yep.
Mm.
I feel the same way. Like, go ahead.
It's kind of, sometimes it's like you want to say, like, oh, COVID has been the best thing that happened to my business, but
Yeah.
you don't want to, like, be in people's faces like, oh, this is great for me. But honestly, I think a lot of artists can relate because they're just like, we're by ourselves most of the time anyways, most of us creating and in our own world, so we're forced to do that.
Yeah, it don't even bother us. We already secluded.
Like a hold my beer kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's true. Like being forced to be inside the house wasn't really a bad thing for me because I already am like a homebody. Like before COVID, like I've been a homebody. So being in the house wasn't that bad. But I'm not gonna lie, financially, COVID definitely like fucked with me. But I'm getting back up there, getting back on my feet, and like I said, with this business, it's been taking off. I just gotta get better with like posting more on social media because they don't know like how good you are unless you post it. But social media has just never really been my thing. I've never been great with it, but I'm getting there. But yeah, outside of like social media, I got people that know me in real life and they know my craft, they know my work, and they're the ones who've been supporting me during COVID and supporting my small business for now. Hopefully, it can grow and all that. But I live in St. Louis, so I did to do a project for someone there. Now that one I actually did post on Instagram. If you guys want to check that out, it was a dresser, 2-piece dresser set that I refurbished. It was like a brownish tannish color, and then I just ended up painting it silver. She wanted like this whole mirror dresser, as in it's like real popular right now. Everybody wants a mirror dresser. But so yeah, that's pretty much what I did, and it definitely turned out pretty
every
cool.
dresser should
She
have
was
a
pretty
mirror
happy
on
with
it.
it, and
How is that not popular?
in Atlanta for me. I actually had got another.
How are you gonna see yourself?
Another client hit me up.
Or is it a
wanting me
certain
to come back,
kind
but
of
just trying to take a
quote-unquote
break
mirror
with the
dresser?
whole
I don't know.
traveling right now. Felt that, and it does look beautiful. And Master, can somebody make a meme that says, like, digital artist in the pandemic and hold my drink?
Yeah.
Right? That was the best.
I think my art sales have been up slightly, but I really think it's due to the fact that the world has slowed down so much. It's really given people some time to evaluate what is actually valuable, what's important to them in life, and what should they invest money in. And like I say, people sitting back and just contemplating and thinking about their positions in life and what do they hold intrinsic value in, and people are starting to invest more in art. And fortunately, I've been busy as heck during this time. I've sold tons of original art, and I can't I can't get through with commissions fast enough right now.
Yeah, it's like when you're trapped in your house as someone who's not creative, and you're looking at these boring white or beige walls, and there's nothing on it. Now you actually have to sit down in yourself with yourself.
Like, yo, I need something on this wall.
You feel trapped, so you gotta have some color on the walls. You gotta have something to brighten up the room. So people look to artists like, hey, like, all right, it's time to get some art on these walls. And then it's like it makes the whole like feng shui of the room change. So people are really getting more conscious about it.
For real, all I do is see homes all day long, every day. Last year, I saw about 1,200 homes, and every single one of them were basically the same. I kind of studied floor plans specifically, and using art and architecture, but they're so bland. And it's really great when the interior designers come in, but they're trying to make it so neutral and just so picture perfect that there's no like life to a lot of the interior designers. Not all of them. There's some really good ones. So if there's any interior designers out there, I'm not trying to offend you, but there's a lot that are just they designed to sell versus designed to live in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel exactly where you're coming from, Chloe. I feel like that definitely resonated a lot with me, especially with the type of stuff that I do. People are always looking for like something different, So my creative side definitely gets to play, like when people say like, oh, like whatever you want to do. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, so yeah, I definitely feel you. As far as like with homes, I don't think that people put a lot of like snippets and pieces inside their homes. Like I like to do stuff different. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to say, but
What happened? You wanted to share? I want to go off of Kenisha. Is that how I say your name? Am I? Oh yes, no, you're not butchering it at all. That was correct. Yeah. And your yes, I agree. Like people should decorate their homes. Like for God's sake, you live there. I know, Rafaela, you're spending your days here. Like, come on now, get your home together.
Yo, what up, guys? We're listening to damn, what's the name of the app? Clubhouse. So I'm live on the Clubhouse app, and this room is artists and creatives talking about art and more. Swear to God, it was the first room I jumped in, and it's been filled with really dope ass people giving dope ass conversations. This one dude just jumped in here. What's his name? I just followed him on Instagram. Zachary. This motherfucker paints with blow torches. And this shit is fucking hot, yo. And he got like 17,000 followers on Instagram. But this shit is hot. Like literally fire hot. And so like, I don't know, this shit has been dope as fuck. And then even my girlfriend to tell you, like for the past couple months, yo, I've really, really been slimming down people I follow on Instagram because my Facebook is Facebook is old, man. I've been on that shit for 12 years or some dumbass shit. But Instagram, like, at first I was gonna play around on Instagram, but I really have decided to make my Instagram just like a business platform. And if you go on my Instagram, it's mostly my art. I mean, or something to do with my art. It's not just all pictures of my paintings, but damn near post for post, unless it's in my story. I'll post some random shit in my story on Instagram, but my actual post is about my art, yo. Everything. And so I really feel like if you're not a creative, if you're not doing something, it doesn't have to be visual or you don't have to be a painter. But if you're not doing something creative and inspirational, and that shit got to be kind of like dope, you know? And no offense to anybody who follows me and I don't follow back, but whatever, yo. But like, I just want to follow more inspirational people, more dope ass people on Instagram who like are really, really doing shit. And like just from here, like I've been so mad for months, just like delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you. But actually, for like 2 days, I've been adding people because their shit is so fucking dope. It's like, oh shit, okay, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, just to see what they're doing and where they're gonna go with their art, yo, and how their shit is gonna change over the next couple years, and who they fucking with in their states and whatever, you know. One dude I follow, this motherfucker, yo, his shit was on the cover of the New York Times. Yo, I've been following this dude for a while, yo, and then he does like celebrity, he does color pencil art, but he does like celebrity like pop art, but then he'll change that shit and add some shit to it and make it look extra dope, yo. Like he just paint regular people like Floyd Mayweather and Nicki Minaj, and then like months ago he did this Joe Biden and Camilla Harris drawing. That shit was hot, and how he had the background and oh man, that shit was so fucking dope, yo. And that shit was on the fucking cover of the New York fucking Times, yo. Like the world know his shit now. And those the kind of people I like following on there, yo. But like that fire dude, oh shit, yo, Zachary, his shit hot, yo. I did just follow his shit. But yeah, if you got anything you're into, I would definitely try this Clubhouse app and try to find a group that's that has your interests at the forefront. Like I got invited to one group. It was called Life is a Marvel, and it was just all about Marvel movies and comics and shit. And I was like, oh, this ain't the group for me. But I mean, if that's all you want to do is just talk about Marvel movies, or talk about Harry Potter movies, or talk about sports, or just talk about art, you can find a group for that shit, yeah. Like I said, if enough of my viewers get the app, I think I'll do a 1 hour group chat on Fridays or something after work, just so we can just sit down and actually like have a real conversation instead of you guys just texting at me and me talking at you all the time. And we'll be able to like talk to each other.
course, there's like Photoshop. But I know there's a few programs. I'm not an interior designer, so I don't know all of them, but I know that they often get utilized plenty of times for real estate.
Do you know any other websites?
Not for the virtual stagings, just because some of them, like I know there's the game ones, but those aren't the ones I'm talking about. There's some professional ones. As I said, I'm not an interior designer, and I haven't been able to work with one yet. But every time that I go into the MLS, they always have photos, and then they have a description, or I just look at the photo, I'm like, oh, that's been virtually staged, because no one puts that there. But so I think sometimes it's interesting to see who's using it. I could probably, let me do a quick search. I think there's a broker page where someone's talked about it, because there are some brokers who are not interior designers that are in this one. So let me see if I can find some of the,
Appreciate it.
find some.
Tanisha, are you looking for a way to present your painting
This is
virtually so you can post it? Not necessarily my paintings. Jonathan gave a good site for that.
this is just the underpainting I'm working on. Oh, but yeah, there's a finished painting back there. You can see the difference after a while. So I'll start with the basics and then work my way up to some shit like that. But this is actually a commission, so gotta stay on it. Get this done for the client so they can own a piece of this fantastic art. Yo, I want this art. Yo, my sister said she was good too. Everything worked out for her.
But if you can, that'd be great.
That meant, nigga, you taking too long.
Amazing.
Don't worry about it no more.
Whether you even move so maybe it's a lot stronger than I think it is.
Which is still good for me.
Don't be like
That's what that meant though. Like, I ain't
don't
lying.
worry about it. You take it to go.
She ain't said like,
You online and you ain't text me back.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, guess you got a right to have a little attitude, you know.
Resources from this group. I need to hit one basement down and go through them.
Hopefully she really is good.
Figure out. Yeah, share those notes.
Cause I ain't say nothing. Like, you sure? Yeah. You sure?
Yeah, but even beyond that, just like make sure she's okay. Just hey sis, how are you?
This is a canvas. Oh. Yeah, it's canvas. You know, I've been watching this one guy paint, yo. He's really good, yo. This French dude, man, his shit is so nice. And he paints on panel all the time, yo. And sometimes he doesn't even tone his panel, but he says he uses Rembrandt paint. I think I've been using Gamlin for a couple years. But there's one other artist when we were at Virginia in the gallery, that lady on the first floor who had the really nice flowers and something else she painted.
Yeah.
She uses Rembrandt paint. And I don't know. It's a Rembrandt is a really high quality paint. I'm not exactly sure if it costs more than Gamlin or not. But yo, that dude got me ready to try some Rembrandt paint. I ain't lying, yo. But at the same time, like Gamlin and Rembrandt, like it's hard to find them on the shelves. Like, and yeah, cause I go to fucking where we go, Michaels, and Michaels doesn't have Rembrandt on their shelf. And if it's not on the shelf at like a stock supplier like that, it's because it's normally too expensive for the average person to even consider it, and it would just sit on the shelves all the time and wouldn't get sold, and that's why they don't keep shit like that in stock. So just by it not being at a place like that, you know it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. I'm definitely still gonna like maybe try a couple tubes, yeah. And that's how I did my gambling, because I was using cheaper paint than Gamley, and it was just like, okay, I'm running out of this color, and I would just buy one tube at a time. So whatever color I run out of, I just try to order that color in a tube of Rembrandt and not try to buy like 15 colors at one time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brush shopping, that's one thing, but going like paint shopping all at once for color, yo, you spend a couple $100 on that shit, yo. I had to re-up on some colors one time and get big tubes of paint going there. That's $176, and you with one bag. Just like damn.
I swear.
One little bag of paint, so 176.
Shit, the day we went for paintbrushes and you got 4 brushes and they were already on sale and that shit was still like $50, $60.
Yeah. And them motherfuckers wonder why your art costs so much. Cause shit ain't free, nigga. I had to pay for my brushes, my paint, the canvas.
Right, like unless you want your painting on a cardboard box.
Yeah, I can rip open the cereal box and paint on the inside of that shit if you want me to.
Hold on, let me rip a paper out my notepad.
Damn, that's something right there, babe. What if I paint on the inside of old cereal boxes?
Okay.
Do like sketches or pastel drawings or something weird, but like,
And you could definitely like customize some clothes.
Like, nigga, is this a cereal
I want
box?
some customizable clothes.
Did I say that out loud? Hey, y'all, don't steal my cereal box idea.
Y'all heard it first here.
Patent, trademark, copywritten.
When you're customizing like bags or clothes or stuff, does it matter? Like, is it easier if you just have like a white canvas or, I mean, like a white surface?
Nah, not with that leather paint. Yo, Puff, we take your ass to sleep. What you doing, man?
Puff just like,
I'm in golden and liquid, lick text. Mm.
Right, I didn't hear the name either. That's why I'm like,
Hurt him up. Motherfucking big hurt. Where you moving to, man? Yeah, let me find out you done bought the house already. The nigga done bought the farm. Goddamn hurt. My song. Friday night, gonna hit the town tonight. And you heard him up, made that beat. And you know I got my pockets right. Got a couple ladies with me, let me know you want to roll, baby. I remember E-Class.
He said he's going back to Clubhouse. But,
Oh, that's what's up, bro. Well, I'm still in here listening to this joint anyway, yeah.
yes, thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for coming into this room, spreading that positivity, all of that. I'm definitely gonna check out your IG and everything. So I'm gonna have to skedaddle.
Did she say skedaddle? Wow.
Just to start off.
don't judge her.
No, I'm just saying. When was the last time I heard skedaddle? I'm gonna have to skedaddle.
Yeah, no problem. I'll hopefully be back.
I'm gonna watch Kill Bill.
You've never seen Kill Bill?
No, I have.
Where I'm at is almost 2 in the morning, so I'm
We were
about to go
just
to
talking
sleep.
about it, so now.
It was nice meeting y'all. Y'all have a great night or morning wherever you at.
Peace.
You also. You too.
Peace, bro.
I have a question since we're giving out advice. Does anybody work with resin at all?
Oh, I love resin. What you trying to do?
I mean, so I have a piece that's low-key like a year old, and I've experimented with resin a few times, but it's something about the measurement, and if it's not exactly, like if it's not exact, that, the two combinations that you put together, then it doesn't ever really dry. And so I have a three canvas piece, and one of them has resin on it, and it's sticky forever. So I'm trying to figure out what to do because it's just, it's like part of this 3-piece thing, and I don't want to redo it. So I was trying to see if anybody has experience.
Resin usually takes about like 24 hours to dry for me, but someone was saying something about like UV lights helping it dry faster, or maybe looking into that a little bit, doing some research. I don't know how to make it dry faster.
No, for sure. Like, I've done a few things with resin. Like, I always experiment with different mediums all the time. But the thing with resin, I don't know if you've I don't know. So I order resin, and it comes in 2 different bottles, and you're supposed to measure and mix it together, but both have to be this exact same amount.
Why ain't pull it out then?
Components, and if they're not, if one is off just by a little bit, the resin will never dry. It doesn't matter if it's a UV light. It doesn't matter if it's been a year, which it has. It's just sticky, and I don't know what to do about it because it's everybody's favorite piece. And then, out of the 3 painting, it's a 3-piece painting. What was that?
Sorry guys, Hosanna, this is Michael, bottom of the stage speaking. Hi. If you're really struggling, just find me on Instagram and DM me. I don't know if you know Simon Gillespie here in London. He's world-class, excellent conservator, so he will know. I've never put a problem in front of him that he couldn't sort of fix.
In regards to resin?
Just drop. Well, anything. I mean, he's multimedia, and he's just an excellent restorer, and I trust him with my life. So just send me a message, and I can ask him if he's got any bright ideas.
Okay, cool. I'm DMing you right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name's Onye. I'm just popping in, just kind of listening. About to go to sleep, but wanted to pop in on the resin question. I come from the science background, so if you could share, when you do DM Michael, if you could share kind of what resin you're working with, that would be important for what the actual chemistry of it is. It'll be important to maybe get you some answers or get you some things to try.
Exactly, and any other surfaces that it's connecting with.
So epoxy resin, something that you I know that there are different types of resin, and I try to take the shortcut, the cheaper route, and go to Home Depot. But I know that epoxy resin is the one that you use when you want to be more, creative, and you're not just putting it over wood.
Mm-hmm.
Epoxy resin is what you use for something that you want to put on canvas, or if you want to make coasters or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused. Why is it taking so long to dry? Because I've done.
It's about the measurement, I guess. If it's not exact, the two different. Go ahead.
You mix first, right, and then you pour onto your artwork, or do you? Okay.
I'm so hungry now.
That's
different brands. Their resin reacts differently. That's why it's good to know the brand that you're working with.
Okay. And also, there's some powders that people sprinkle onto their stuff after for the drying too. Maybe that can help.
Is there a powder? Because I mean, the only type of powder I've ever gotten for the resin is just color, to add in, to mix in. But other than that, the only thing I've seen is somebody that said scrape off the part that's sticky and then sand it, use sandpaper. And I just wanted to know before I go that far.
Before I do that, I would do something just on a corner, maybe, takes the hardener, whatever the hardener component is, usually there's a part A, part B.
Yeah. It's labeled.
Maybe dilute it and stuff.
I googled some stuff. I didn't find a powder name, but they said if you to pour more resin, if you had a batch that's been you mixed up the mixing.
So another layer over.
Yeah, and put another coat over it so it won't be. You have to get the mixing right.
So I would just do it. Try a little bit with a little bit more of the hardener. Just kind of paint it on and see if that
Paint on the hardener over the sticky part.
Yeah, but just in the corner, like, you just want to really test it to see, like, is it going to look... But, you know, again, I would ask the conservator. They would have a lot more experience with this.
Yes, and you really gotta be careful with your measurement when it comes to resin. You can really fuck it up.
No,
Like,
for sure. I mean, I have been, and that's so. If this wasn't my first time working with resin, it's been like. So I've heard that if you don't measure it correctly, it does that. I haven't yet, and I've been careful. That's why I was confused because I was like, this was a piece that was going up somewhere, and so I was extra careful, and then it still happened. So maybe it has to do with the brand, and I will try the hardening thing, and I will try to find that powder that you're talking about, B, because anything that keeps me from scraping, sanding down, and reapplying, completely.
Yeah, it makes oil. Things are going to be...
It's acrylic.
Effective, so that's why it's like, you may want to just do like a little corner, like, heat may be able to help you with this.
For sure. I got that too. I got the little heat gun thing.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Z. I'm back. In terms of resin, so I typically, I don't even really pour my resin onto my pieces just because I don't like how thick it comes out. I feel like it takes away from the actual topography of the piece. Mm-hmm. But I like to paint it on, but it's just a 50-50, so as long as you stir it up a lot, you should be good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really measure it out. I just kind of eye it out and make sure that it's like a nice half and half. And just make sure that you get like all those little bubbles in there, and I just brush it out, and so you have like a nice like thin layer on there that's gonna give it a shine.
Thank you, Z.
Mm-hmm. Have y'all ever frozen things in resin? Like, I love doing dry flowers and then dead bugs and all of that in my resin. I know I'm weird.
I did like those coasters. Like, I had a whole phase where I got the mold and added in like gold leaf or whatever.
I love that.
That's super dope. You could do a lot with resin.
Yeah. I added it to my canvases just because I like texture, and like my 3-piece was like, it was like this whole theme where everything was the same except the medium. So one was just acrylic, one was I added resin to it for texture, and another one was like a paper transfer. But it was all like it was like one body separated into 3 pieces. And so that's why I wanted to add the resin, because I wanted that like lifted texture,
She's trying to say series.
I have a question.
You
How
just
do you
said the
get the air
3-piece series.
bubbles out of like a thick resin piece? Because I saw those really cool pieces you're kind of talking about as well, where they have like it's like I saw one that has like bullets inside of this like resin square. But how do you get the air bubbles out of the inside of the resin? Like the really.
You gotta blowtorch them out.
Blowtorch.
Yeah, you gotta use the heat to kind of get those out.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
I never knew that, so thank you.
Yeah, that's the
You
tricky
gotta
part
blow
about
torch
actually
the
doing
bubbles
pour
out of
with
the
the
resin.
because since it is so thick, you're gonna have to blowtorch it or just really be strategic about how you pour it, because otherwise you're just gonna get a lot of bubbles, like air bubbles, things like that. But yeah, there are different ways to do it.
Yeah, I never knew that.
I'm learning something new every day in here. Welcome to the stage, Michael, Roger, Steve, Wade. What's up, y'all? And Zell. Hi, Zell.
What's up, love?
What y'all doing?
I was on here earlier. I'm popping back now.
Yeah, welcome back.
You already know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm editing a little video right now. I just finished. Well, I didn't finish, but I'm doing like a really big piece right now. And I just did like my first like big layer on it, and I recorded a video of it. So I'm trying to do a nice little edited piece.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I got you. I'll give you a little sneak peek in a sec.
I low-key have a huge question for Mr. Marco.
What up?
Yes, sir. So I'm a nerd. I'm a weirdo. When I see dope pages like yours, I just check the Ninjalytics, which is just kind of just the analytics. So I wanted you to kind of talk on your consistency of your grid. Just kind of looking at your grid, I feel like just me being a social media marketer, that your grid was super inviting for people. And on top of that, the consistency kind of kept you on top of the algorithm. So I kind of wanted to see if you can kind of talk about, your post consistency, how you planned out posts and things of that nature, if you did.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. My grid, I don't care about my grid, honestly. Like, when people come to my page, I want them to see art. That's it. Sometimes people go and they go into Instagram and they want to plan out their grid. They want to have like 4 colored boxes and 2 white ones to display a huge nice picture. I strongly disagree with that.
Me too, bro. Me too. And like, that is my biggest pet peeve about social media. So we're on the same page with that. Like, I wanted my page to be an anomaly. But go ahead.
Because honestly, like, okay, when you go to Instagram, right? Unless you're discovering someone for the first time, you're not gonna be on their page like that. You're gonna see them pop up in their story or on your feed. So your whole page is not like it's not supposed to be a pretty picture. It's just to display all your artwork. So I would say for consistency, if I'm working on a certain project, I'll make maybe like if it's like a multi-day project or a multi-piece project, I'll make each of the pieces kind of coincide with each other. Like for example, if I'm doing like a straight character, I want to focus on what the character is, and I want to keep it nice and clean so you can focus on, no background, just straight character. But if I'm doing the whole scene, that's something totally different. And I just like, what I do, like as far as my strategy, I'll post at least once a week, but then I'll take like maybe 2 or 3 months out the year and post like every single day, and try to challenge myself. So I haven't posted in a while because I'm gearing up for February for Black History Month. I do a Black mastermind or someone who inspires me in their hustle kind of, and then I draw them one a day for the month of February.
Oh, wow.
And that will get me a nice momentum. It'll get people anticipating the time. Like I post at the same time every day, so people anticipate the post coming up for the next day. So I kind of take people on like a story or a journey with me when I'm doing these multi-day challenges. And then after that, I take a break, and then if I want to continue something else that I have a burning idea that I want to get out, I keep going. But if not, I take a break, kind of relax, reflect on the project, and then keep going from there. So it's like you got to train your following to move how you move, but you just got to be consistent in how you move, if that makes sense.
Facts. It definitely makes sense. And I'm glad you spoke on that, because really, from my side, kind of from my industry, what I'm really hearing is you said a lot of I and my. So in my head, you're really worried about your brand and how you want it to look. And that's just that incites elevation every time, man. So I appreciate you chiming in on that part of things.
Yeah, man, like, excuse my language, but, like, fuck everyone else, like, and that's the thing, like, people want to get, I want all these new followers, I want all these new people, but you gotta mess with the people who mess with you first and foremost. If they have something in common, more people will come, but as long as you're being true to whatever you mess with, the people who mess with you will, they'll follow suit, and that's why, like, I don't treat followers like people who follow me. I treat them like these are my friends. Like, if they leave a comment, I'm gonna comment back. Like, I'm gonna say thank you, or try to make a joke or something funny about what they say. But for the most part, like, these people don't have to be following. These people don't have to be commenting. These people don't have to be purchasing. So treat everyone like an individual, and that'll make a difference.
Most definitely, man. Most
that's how I
definitely.
need
Most
to start.
definitely.
When
You
people
dang
make
right
comments
about
on my
that.
post, I
And
need to
honestly,
comment
like,
back more instead of just liking the post.
Liking
the
insights
comment.
a real brand too. It's not just, this is just social media anymore. This is my life. This is, take this journey with me. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I lost my page at 17K, right? So what I've been learning, especially with Clubhouse, is that I'm glad I lost that 17K, because now, you know, the 1,000 that I have is truly people who rock with my brand, people who rock with what I do. So, you know, especially in the creative space, in art spaces, that is a very important subject, is having fans who rock with what you do, not just random followers.
Absolutely, that's exactly it.
Can I add something to that? Like, I think that's also important too, coming from artists, like treating everybody as individuals, because nowadays most like corporations and big name brands and stuff like that, we're just like profit to them.
Absolutely, that's 100% it. And like, even like with working a bunch of jobs, like I strongly stand by creatives and artists having a full-time job as well as doing it full-time, because if you're using your full-time job to fund what you love, that's power. Like, these corporations, they don't care about you. You're a number to them. So once they say, like, we're family, yeah, we're family until we're not, man.
Mm-hmm.
So use their
family
money
until you're not making money.
Yeah, exactly. So we're, you know.
You want to listen to something else, babe?
Use them to
About to
fund
do
what
just.
you love.
I don't know.
Don't
I might
necessarily think about, oh, it's a bad thing.
do
I
his
gotta quit.
shirt
I gotta quit.
and
No,
then
just
get up
like,
out of here.
it's basically a hustle. It's like a hustle. Like, okay, you're gonna give me money, but I'm gonna take this money and invest it into myself.
But yo, I swear this is what something I've been looking for so bad, because I don't like. I'm getting to that age where I'm out of touch with a lot of like the younger pop culture, so I'm not into music as much. And then where I live at is just like there are no like stations geared towards African Americans, and so like I do from time to time I'll try to find just like some talk radio to see if they're going to talk about current events in the news, or I don't fucking know, something other than music. And so like even I can't find good talk radio around here, but this shit I can just listen to this chat room and it's like talk radio on the subject I love the most. These motherfuckers, we just talk about art all fucking day. It's a whole fucking podcast of random artists. This is the dopest shit ever for me, yeah.
Yeah, I've met Marco's work before. I met
And I
Marco.
get like I don't know, I can see myself getting tired of it, but like still coming back to it after a couple of days just to be like, hey, what you people talking about today?
Definitely going to be searching a lot. Are you represented there in LA? Gallery or anything, Marco?
Hola, your mic's on.
Do you know Jim Shaw? Have you heard of him?
He's name dropping.
Google or hop onto our website, Simon Lee Gallery. Check out Jim Shaw. He's also very sort of, I think you'll like his work. Let me know.
Okay, President Clubhouse. Get on stage, your mic is automatically on, and we are having a little convo here, so please.
I just muted Elijah One. Whenever you want to talk, just unmute and then introduce yourself, and then you can keep it popping that way.
Like, I be seeing.
I don't think this is gonna look too bad. I was kind of worried because the picture is just like. But I'm gonna just like play around and just make some extra details that you can't really see, like around his eyes, and maybe add some details to his teeth and stuff. But
wants like
damn, this is like
a social media.
This is like what I see like without my glasses on.
I think I got it. So like, I'm not gonna be like rainbows and flowers and happiness. Like, if you want the real, I'm gonna give you the real. But if you don't want the real, then don't ask.
Yo, please give the real.
Ooh, can you give the real?
You better put that drink down.
I think I
will. What you sipping for?
Just don't open your front door, because they outside looking for your ass.
Yeah, they looking for you too.
Ready for the smoke?
And my gloves up.
You gotta look at what I sent you though.
We're gonna do this, but I wanna.
This guy turned himself
Does
into an
anyone
alien.
else want to say anything before
So to speak.
I go
So
in?
he cut
Oh wait, you're
his top lip But what
feedback.
this girl said, he had
Oh,
the
you
top lip.
want it private
Damn.
feedback or public feedback?
Where's
Yeah, y'all
He
be
said his
silent
top
like
lip and cut his and tickled his nose off and made like a slit
If
and
you want,
like.
if you want private, if you want private feedback,
You what?
then DM me.
Yellow glow?
But if you want public feedback, just let me know.
Okay.
Do you have any more room?
I'm here for the public.
Hampton.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm here for the public as well.
Yeah, I said you can rip me anyway.
My ego.
Alright, this is what we're doing. Alright, okay.
Where the fuck are my gloves at, yo?
Putting this Foreman girl to work,
Y'all
so
let into the stage.
George Foreman. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite girl.
Introduce yourselves if you want.
Man, what the hell is you grilling
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna
at 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga? I'm making some burgers.
Babe.
Have a good one.
Why do you say, how the fuck you know what a real alien look like? They could look like regular humans.
Damn.
You just cutting off perfectly good body parts.
Who's first?
Then this lady says,
Let's
as Lady
PTR.
Debbie, his body, he can do as he likes with it. You don't want to be judged for your life choices, so don't judge him. She said, zip it, Debbie. I'm like,
You zip it.
Let's go. Everyone, let's go.
Your dumb ass.
I can't with Facebook. Yo. And bro said he on a mission to find some thick intergalactic yams. Yo.
Alright. Beans page. Alright. Hey, I see a picture of you. I see art. I see you.
Now I'm gonna look at Bean's page.
Now, this is nice. This is good. Okay. This is the big one. Let's see.
Peanut butter and jelly French toast.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay. This is your problem, Dean. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. I don't know why you drew what you drew.
Yeah, no, I'm good on peanut butter and jelly French
Tell
toast.
me why. Tell me your thought process, why you did it. Make a joke. Like, you see the one that says, more work in progress? Like, don't just tell me more work in progress. Tell me what you're trying to accomplish with this work in progress. Hey, I've been practicing animation. This took blah, blah, blah frames. This is what I'm using. Have fun with people. Feel me?
I feel you. Sometimes I just don't know what to say.
You can tell people you don't know what to say. You know what to say. You've been moderating for 6 days. You know what to say. Alright, so keep it up. Keep posting. Keep putting your face out there. Keep putting your face with your art because people want to see that. That's my critique for myself. I never post my face.
I was about to resign Bobby. You want to turn your volume up or you want to turn mine up?
This is the music group?
Yeah, I just seen that my engineer was in here, so I popped in.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Huh?
Coming to the music group.
You said you don't want to listen to this?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not coming in here to talk as a speaker. You know? Somebody try to bring me to the stage. I'm not a musician.
Babe, you don't have to go to every room to speak.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like.
Hey, what's good?
That's why it's so dope. You can go to the rooms you want to go to.
He still calls me in the morning. That's why I popped in, because he's talking.
Okay. Your only problem is website. Your website
Cartel?
Yeah, Manny.
Okay.
Five,
Gotcha.
things if you want, yeah. Try to bring anything you want, whatever, but
I
yeah.
see. Okay, yeah, I know I've just been like trying to like concrete myself into getting into these types of things. So I'm working on it. So yeah, I appreciate that advice, man.
Tomorrow ain't gonna lie to you. That's your job for tomorrow. Make at least sign up for it.
Okay.
At least sign up for it. It's free, so at
Yo,
least.
shout out your edits.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Who said that?
Z. Yeah, no, your pictures are super. They stand out. That's very good.
Thank you. I really try to make them stand out as best I can because I don't know. I've been a fan of like being unique and like finding unique people. So like I learned that's where I've honestly learned from other people too. So like people like you guys inspire me. So you guys are awesome.
You as well. Yeah, I love.
Engaging. Like I like it a lot.
Yeah, definitely the colors, and I like that each picture is very different as well, but you still have like a consistent tone to the photos as well. Like you know that it's you. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that like you have your stamp on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. What I've tried to do is like I've posted photos like one at a time. Like I've done like one edit at a time. But as I've seen is like I've tried to like build like a because I'm not too good with telling like stories or anything like telling like bringing a lot of emotion to my art, but emotion I mean, but I can bring motion. And so like I've been trying to like change up the edits within the posts. So like I'll make different versions is what I call them of the edit or of the model or of whatever my theme is, and I'll try to like engage and like get I don't know if it kind of tells a story, then that's what I'm kind of going for. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I see you. In terms of the motion, it has a very nice composition to it. That's what I like.
Thank you. But appreciate what you said to me, Mastermind's gonna. I will definitely get on that. Not be lazy.
Also, something that people don't really think of, like if you don't have a physical product, you can actually list a service on these like shop websites. Like okay, I want to purchase, like one photo edit or something, and then you list all the terms of that edit, what that would include. So kids would buy it, pay right on PayPal. PayPal pays the little cut, straight to your PayPal account, and that a lot of people like they don't feel comfortable DMing you for like people say DM me to purchase
right.
Because people are scared of other people, believe it or not. So if they have the option to just click a button, they'll do that.
Okay, good tip. Thank you, man. I appreciate the advice.
Also, to piggyback on what Mastermind was saying, with that big cartel, if you are worried about not having
Big cartel?
I
What is
used
that?
to make websites for people.
Let's talk about something too.
Doing graphic design for people. I was asking
Cicely
for websites
Tyson
for
did get the vaccine.
go to iwantmyname.com.
And so did Hank Aaron, dude.
And you can get like your own domain.
And what did they say she died from though? COVID?
Natural causes.
Oh yes, I guess you can't say she 89 and died from COVID. Like you old.
96.
96. Yeah, but damn, she got the. How long before she died? Before did she get that shit though?
And then now it's like I remember them saying that she got it. I don't remember them saying it about him. I just read that. But then like it's like the internet was kind of scrubbed clean. Like they're not even talking about how she took it.
Oh damn. See, I can't fuck with that shit, yo. Hmm. Old people they just think it's. And the ladies at the restaurant, cause we got our first rounds today. You did?
And then Johnson & Johnson is doing the fucking vaccine. Did you see when I sent you that?
Mm-mm.
Johnson & Johnson, the same people that are being sued for their talcum powder and all their other shit.
Yeah, their bath products and shit. Like, but you can take our vaccine. It's safe, nigga. It's safer than our shampoo.
I swear.
Is it really though?
Okay, so we have.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Oh, what's up, Jonathan?
See, that other stuff is topical. This is intravenous. It's a difference.
It's good.
It works from the inside. Anybody still up in here? No. I'm about to try to finish up some of this jacket. I need to. I probably. What time is it? It's 3. The gym don't open for 4 more hours. Yeah. I'll probably eat something and go back to sleep.
Did you know that Cicely Tyson was married to the jazz legend Miles
Miles
Davis for
Davis.
7 years?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Somebody in my last stream said that when they were in here. Dude was like, yo, she married Miles Davis. I was like, who's
From
Miles
81
Davis?
to 88,
Yeah,
a jazz legend.
he's like the sax trumpet player from the 40s. I was like, who? I thought Miles Davis was a singer. I was like, he was a singer. He's like, nah, trumpet player. But you know, this is the only thing. Did I care about that shit before she died? That's what the only thing that kills me about famous people. Like, sooner they die, it's like, oh, what about this about them? What about that? Like, did you care yesterday? And now everybody wants to paint their picture and stuff like, well, why didn't you paint her picture 6 months ago when she was alive? But now she died yesterday. Now you want to paint a
I'm not about
picture
to
of her.
like make a song about Cicely Tyson,
Yeah, that's
but
not
but I loved every movie she was in, and I think it's sad, and I think it's cool that people are like sharing. Like I hope if you die, people would do that shit. Oh, I didn't know this dude, but I wish I followed him because his art was super cool.
Too late now, nigga.
And you can still listen to my music, bitch. Let my family get paid off my stream. Period.
Oh, like I know my art is gonna be worth some shit before I die. I need to start selling some shit for like 20 grand a pop. I need to get to the point where I can sell 2 paintings a year and be good. Be good. Like I can make $75,000 just off of 2 pieces a year. You know, sell a piece for like 40 grand. Sell another one for 35. I'll be good with some shit like that. 2 paintings a year, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But I know like even after that, like when I'm dead, my shit gonna be worth more. So just y'all niggas better buy my shit too. Don't let this shit go to waste.
So you know what's weird, right? I type in Cicely Tyson COVID vaccine. I heard what you said. And then in the description it'll say like, after getting both doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, you may be ... Cicely Tyson. Like, and then when you go to click on the actual page, there's nothing at all about COVID. So I feel like they're like doing something with the links or like redirecting it or trying to like fix the sites or something as they're going along. Because it's just like it's not adding up, and it's doing that for a couple of the sites.
Build from your art as well. Yeah, do be yourself. You know, and that's the best part about it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm happy that it could resonate with you like that. And he definitely had made that impact as well. It's all about freedom of mind, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Who's next?
Next.
I'll get up next if anything.
I'll go after the fact.
I don't know if we got an order here. I know somebody said they
Who's PTR? I think Jason was first. PTR. Nah, I'll go after the fact.
All right, and we'll get out of here at. Damn, that's only 15 minutes. All right, 3:45. Let me finish this shirt. You want to put something else on? You want to put something on YouTube or something? Or listen to? Oh, you can turn. I'll turn this off because I'm not. I mean, they're still talking some good shit, but I'm not participating in the conversation anymore.
I already turned my room off, so you can listen to your room.
Well, I just really want to paint as fast as I can now. Went to Greens by USC today, feeding the need. John Walker Green Label. Yo, this nigga got some shit. That boy be drinking that expensive shit. Damn, Puff. I need a bigger brush for this area. I should have. What happened?
Hank Aaron, the baseball player. That's sad. It had nothing to do with the COVID vaccine. Yahoo. No, he didn't die from COVID. Then Hollywood Reporter. Hank Aaron's death erroneously linked to COVID-19 vaccination. No evidence that it caused his death. A boomerang effect. Falsely linked to COVID vaccine. I mean, this shit, like, literally, I bet if I click on these articles, they're almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's all owned by the same people. I mean, if you wanted to or something on that type of game, but I think I'm about to make me some more tea. You eat the rest of my baked potato at almost 4 o'clock in the morning. It's really gonna come to a time where we're not even gonna know if a motherfucker was born a boy or a girl.
The what?
So it's gonna come to a time where we're not even gonna know if a motherfucker was born a boy or a girl. Like, when they start letting, like, gay guys and trannies and whatever, like, get those womb transplants, then it's a fucking wrap, yo. Well, I was gonna say how they gonna push the baby out with a C-section. But they're gonna find a way. There's gonna be a way. And then it's just gonna be like, gender is just gonna be like, not a thing.
Not at all. Just it's
and
nothing.
it's just bothersome. Because it was just this video I was watching of this guy. I don't know what he identifies as. They identify as. But like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, she's cute as shit. Like, okay, I see you, girl. And I'm not paying attention because she got tape. So then I'm like looking at the tape like, is she about to tuck her tits or what? This motherfucker got a whole print and just tucked that thing like it wasn't even there. And then no Adam's apple, got boobs and looks just like a fucking girl. Like, literally, like, if I was a dude, I would try to take her home and I would be mad as shit like when she took her pants off. It's just gonna be a time where motherfuckers don't even know, like, you on a date with a dude the whole time. Like, you gotta make sure you have sexual intercourse within the first 2-3 months to make sure you ain't dating no man.
That's crazy.
Shit is wild.
Like you said, that shit all over Atlanta already, yo.
Yo, and it's like, no judgment, but god damn, like, god damn. Just like I remember one time the girl was pretending to be a boy and she didn't really have a dick. And there's a movie like that too. What's that movie? Where she pretended to be a boy. Something about crying or tears, boys, something.
I already say, Jane of the Lady Knight who claimed she was a dude to be a knight.
Yeah.
They talking about some newer shit. Yeah.
Boys don't cry or something like that. I gotta look at that. What I gotta lie about. She didn't really have a penis, but she was pretending to be a guy. And that shit's just so weird because if I'm like dating a dude, like we're going on dates and we just been courting each other for 6 months, whatever, and I'm like, oh, he's so perfect. I want to bring him home to my family, whatever, whatever. And then we get back to the room, and I'm like, why your penis so cold?
Mm-mm.
You feel me though? I'm just saying, like, I just can't imagine, like, there's nobody in here right now. I can't imagine, like, how somebody would react. Like that one dude, he killed the dude.
Killed that motherfucker. You brought me on TV to do what, man?
I mean, and that's the thing, like, it's one thing for y'all to date and then you, like, I guess to, like, see where they're gonna be with it. Like, I can't blame them for trying, but, like, if you've had conversations and you know he don't like gay people, that's number one. And then you kissed him, that's where you cross the line because now he's going to question his sexuality and all that other shit. So it's just like it's a double standard. Like if I kiss a girl, I can recover from that shit. But like as a guy in society, as a straight man, if you kiss another man, people are always going to see you as gay, even if you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Like when Lil Wayne kissed Baby in the mouth, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
guys.
like I don't think Wayne is gay, but people are always going to question it. And granted, if you are gay, you are. Like, nobody's saying there's anything wrong with it. But just don't be walking around kissing motherfuckers pretending to be a girl and they get mad when you get beat the fuck up and murdered. Like I said, if I'm dating a dude and he got some unnatural parts down there, we gonna have to fight. You gonna fight me like a woman today.
Oh my goodness, yes, I remember. Jason, I love your work. It's been a whole minute. We gotta catch up, definitely.
Alright, so let's go to Jason's page. Alright, video. First video. Did you do that? That tattoo? That's sick.
Oh no, that's actually my personal tattoo.
That's
been
what
15 years. Yeah, it's been 15 years in the making. It's a full piece.
Okay. Now, what you just said to me, that needs to be in the caption. Because I'm looking at this, I was like, okay, you do, what is this? So now, if you put that little story in there, yo, this tattoo took 15 years to do. I'm very proud of it. Something like that. Shout out to whoever did it. Kind of like that. Throw some hashtags in there. Not like tattoo. You would put like, what is it like? Would you classify that as a tribal, or how would you classify that as?
It's an Arawakan tattoo because I'm from Jamaica, so our indigenous people are Arawakan, like Taino Indians. So it's pretty much like a blessing. That was custom done for me.
Bro, that's such a great story. And if you would have said that, I feel like a lot of people would have like, even if it's not your personal work, people would have resonated with the story. Like, proud to be Jamaican. This is, you tell that history of the tattoo. So that's dope, man. That's a fire piece. Okay, let's go to your art. My Mona Lisa. Got some talent. That's what's up. I'm gonna put this on bad news.
asked about the eyes I painted. Okay, yeah, that's good. You see that caption? I'm always asked about the eyes I painted on Prince. Here's a quick art tip. Yep, that's perfect. That's good. But throw in some hashtags. That's where you're missing on your page, bro. Figure it out. Alright, cool. Add some hashtags, but not like hashtag art, hashtag painting. You want to be specific. Hashtag the brand of paint you use. Hashtag, eye art or something like that, or the specific color, because the people who are most interested, like regular people don't really care about how you do art. They just like to look at it. Like regular people don't care, like, oh, I use Winsor Newton paint, like that. But what you will get is artists who also use that paint. And once you have artists hyping you up, that will cause other people to follow suit and hype you up. So it's like, that's what I did with my page. I first made a whole bunch of artist friends by engaging, liking their stuff, commenting on their stuff, and they in turn returned the favor. So as my comments and stuff grew from people liking my stuff, then just regular people were more motivated to put a comment down there, as people want company. So people don't want to be out of the loop. That's why the Shade Room has so many comments, because everyone's trying to get the most like comments because they see a lot of people commenting. So it's like a hive mind thing, like, oh, all these people commented, I gotta leave a comment too. Kind of that sort of thing. So yeah. Alright, cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's very true. I feel like it's a part of the engagement, as well as like just you get the energy that you put out as well. People love to see that.
Hey y'all, I'm new here, just saying hey.
Hey.
What's up, love?
What's up? Welcome.
Can I add something? I don't know who Marco evaluated first, but it was somebody who didn't put any description under, like, as a caption for any of their artwork. But something that I've seen other people do, which helped with their engagement and like with their followers and stuff like that, is having a video or a reel of their process. You know, whether it's like a time-lapse video of them creating it or whatever. That's something that like adds to it. Like whether it's like it's a separate video or like a slide. That's something dope to look at, and that helps because even though people are not always interested in like what material you use, they do sometimes like to see you making the piece and then seeing the final product, and that helps with your value sometimes.
Rosanna, that's exactly what I do. I put the flat art, I put a swipe, I put like something funny, and then I put a swipe, and I do the time lapse. So I usually keep it like to 3 or 4. That's what I do each time. So yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
It's honestly nice even to see it yourself, because like you kind of forget where your piece even goes from seeing like that blank white canvas to the finished picture. You shot yourself, and it's like your crowd as well. You feel me?
The reason why that works so well is because Instagram thinks like, oh, people spent like however long looking at your post, and if they looked at it for a long time, then it boosts it up as far as engagement goes.
Yes, analytics.
And like it's like there's this girl who comments on my picture every single time, and she says, I love your time lapse. It doesn't matter, like she'll comment every time, I love your time lapse. And I'm only doing my time lapse for her at this point.
Wow. She's speaking for so many people. She's just the only one vocal about it.
No, there's lots of people vocal, but I know that if no one else likes it, she's gonna like it. So
She loves
this
it.
time lapse for her.
That's what's up.
Okay, who's next? Wait. What's up, new people?
I just started adding time lapses to my platforms and stuff, but a lot of people are really receptive to them.
Wait, say that again?
I just started actually filming or recording time lapse videos of my art, but like you say, people actually enjoy watching time lapse because in a way, you can see the whole process in 20, 30 seconds or a minute or however long you make your time lapse video.
You know what's crazy? I fucking got like trapped in my time lapse, just like watching them over and over again. So I didn't really think anyone cared about it, but now I see why.
They care.
So
And I know it's probably tough. It's tough for like traditional artists, but if you get it set up, you can keep the camera recording, or just take a bunch of different videos at different points of the art piece, and it doesn't have to be all at once.
Wow. And if you use Procreate, it does it for you. So.
Yep, the greatest.
I was gonna say, do you guys all just finish your pieces within like one sitting?
Nah, hell no.
Cause I don't.
It depends. Sometimes I don't do that many time lapse, but do me next.
Oh no, the time lapse will record on Procreate. It'll automatically record even if you stop and you sit for like days and come back. It'll record the full process.
It also gives you like the amount of time you spent on there.
Yep. I love looking at that stuff.
So like painting and then like, because I don't go back to it till like a few days later and then recording again, I just lose all of my videos and my photos. I film from my iPhone.
So Marco, you said you're evaluating Instagram pages?
Yeah. So if you pull to refresh, let's see who is next. Who said they were next?
That was me, I believe.
Okay, Zill is next, and then whoever wants to go, like if you pull down your page, I don't know if y'all knew, but PTR means like when you hold your finger down and it kind of reloads the page, that'll tell you the order of the room. So whoever wants to go next in order, you can kind of like say who wants to go, and then I'll go from there. I'll probably do like 5 or 6 more.
I want to go, but I don't know what. I want to go, but I don't know what you mean by pull down your page.
So you hold down the room and you pull it, like you slide it down, and it's gonna refresh the room and it's gonna show you the exact order.
Oh.
It's like refreshing your IG feed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to go next. After whoever you're about to do. I'm keen as well.
Okay, so
Zill, then
Ash.
That's good. And Bianca.
You could do me last. I just got back in here.
And Bianca.
Alright, then. So let's go to Zill's page. Oh yeah, that's fire. Let's see what he was saying. Okay, now. Yep, you're using hashtags. Putting that's good. New shop. You got the shop connected. Only one product though, so we gotta have more.
Yeah.
Product.
So I recently changed my website since a lot of my pieces, my art pieces, are large scale. I took the pricing off my website and made it so they would have to like inquire. So I don't have to disclose the price off the bat like that, since it's kind of ever evolving. And I don't currently have like an easy way to access my website because my laptop recently broke. But I make clothing as well, and I'm going to be uploading new pieces on there. So the Instagram shop's going to be more geared towards clothing pieces and collectible items.
Okay.
So yeah, I just recently took that off.
That's a good reason, actually, for very, very high price items.
yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, because I
hide the
was
price a little.
yeah, I was talking to an older artist as well, and he sells pieces for like 20,000, 30,000, like just large scale, like nice ass pieces, right? And he mentioned the fact of like, as a younger artist, as you grow, obviously your pieces are going to grow in capital as well. And if you have collectors at this point in time, they're going to see maybe you have a piece for 500, and it grows to be worth 5,000 or 10,000, something like that. They're not going to see the worth as much when you range up. They're not going to want to pay that price when you do get to that certain point in time in your career. So I definitely, that resonated with me, and I took that in. It was a very good point that I wanted to share with you as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Your page is very inviting and engaging, so that's good. Like it looks like very colorful as well. You just need more reels.
Definitely. Yeah, I recently started up my TikTok, so I'm trying to do more like process videos and like technique materials that I use, just like different things like that, and add them to my reels. So that's definitely in my book. I know as well, like my highlights right now on my page, they're a little bit outdated, so I'm about to work on that as well.
Yeah, your page is nice. I would say your homework is to find. This is everyone's homework actually. So if you're trying to get your social media up, find 10 creators or artists that you kind of look up to or admire their work, or you admire their kind of Instagram personality, and kind of scroll down to the bottom of their page and kind of look where they came from and see where they are now, and kind of go through the journey with them and see what changed about their art, see what improved and stuff, and see how they kind of react with their followers and stuff, and then that'll give you a lot of insight into where you want to go. Like, as much as people say like focus on yourself, there's also a point where people are here to teach you as well, so you can learn from people as well. So yeah, do that.
I'm a big believer of like, if you really, really want to get something, you gotta give it first. Teacher, are we allowed to use you as one of the persons on our list?
Yes. Yes, you can.
That's definitely that's some good homework. I'm gonna definitely do that as well. And thank you.
Your pieces. I love your pieces. Also, another thing, find some art sharing pages that have art similar to yours, and turn on their notifications. If they post like maybe 40 times a day, I wouldn't do that, but turn on their notifications and engage with those art pages. Like, compliment folks' art who's featured on their pages, and like even follow those artists if you genuinely like their work. Like, engage with them too, because they're like, you can cross network. So cross networking is like, people want so much to network with a person with 1 million followers, but if you have 1,000 followers, you find another artist with 1,000 followers who's similar to you, and if you genuinely mess with them, they'll mess with you, and it's usually like their followers become your followers and vice versa, and then you guys can grow together. That's another tip.
Absolutely. That is one thing that I did forget about, is that you can have post notifications on. So that's definitely, I'm gonna definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, definitely a big thing is connecting with artists that are in a similar space as you, whether that's in your following or just a similar style that you have, or just the mindset that you have in building your art career and things like that. Because, like you said, you're obviously going to connect with something, and you're able to support each other like that.
Absolutely. Alright, so who is next on the list?
Art, and then Ash.
Oh, Art.
And then Bianca.
Then Bianca. Art, Ash, Bianca. Alright.
And then do Travis after that.
And then Travis. Art, Ash, Bianca, Travis, and then I'll do one more state. One.
I am.
Who?
We'll do me last.
Okay. That's the final offer. Because this is the most I've talked in years.
What you doing?
Okay, alright. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm an introvert too. I can fool people. Like, I'm very good at, like, fooling people into thinking I'm an extrovert, but I just be by myself. Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just artists. I'm the
Yeah, I'm
artist.
sitting right here.
Yeah. Thank you, boy.
I've been on here all day. You with the right crowd. Honestly, I feel like Clubhouse is definitely.
Yeah, I feel the vibe.
Yeah, Clubhouse definitely makes you, like, it kind of forces you to get more comfortable with, like, speaking and things like that, which isn't a bad thing. So we live, we're growing.
Definitely. All right, art by Bree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yep. You did it. You did the grid. I like the grid.
You don't like the grid.
It's a very beautiful art piece.
Thank you.
Very
So why don't
beautiful
you
art
like
piece.
the grid?
Because people don't, unless it's from Clubhouse, people are clicking on your Instagram, people see what you post on their feed. So when they click on your feed, when they see a half a leaf and another half a leaf, they're gonna keep on moving. Because they're not gonna take the chance of going to your page and wasting their time. So if they see the whole thing, people need they need it right there and really digest it. So the one that you posted by itself, that's perfect.
Okay.
But the full grid, don't do that anymore.
Oh man, I just figured out how to work it. I do agree with that.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful piece.
Oh yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, but like you said, it's like when you see that just like on your feed, people aren't as likely to engage with it, especially because the quality is a little bit like dampened. Right. So it's like they just see a little bit of the piece. Okay.
You want to, if I can recommend though, if you want to continue to do that, I highly recommend like slides. So
Okay.
it kind of keeps the user slightly engaged, but don't overdo it either because like past 3-4 slides, and it's just like overkill.
Right. Okay.
Yes, very good advice.
I'll start doing that. Thank you.
What else? I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, you funny.
Let's see. What else is there? That's good. Shows your face. Lets people know who you are. We're using hashtags. Let me see. Let me do the real one. Well, you got a comment on a picture that says love this, and I just see a like. That's not a like. Someone says they love this, you gotta be like, thank you, I love you. You gotta make the person who commented on your picture want to comment on every single picture all the time for the rest of their life.
Okay, I think that's my problem because I'm like on the extreme end of introvert. I've literally been on here all day and it's really hard for me to talk. So I can't even really think of what to say outside of like, oh, thank you or thank you, love. Like that's usually my response. And it's like I don't want that to be my response on everybody's comment. I think
sometimes that's all you need.
Facts. Another thing, like that kind of leads into what you were saying before as well. Is like if you look at other creators or other artists, just other people around the same place you right now as well, and just kind of dissect their accounts. how they move a little bit, you're going to be able to kind of get the flow of it a little bit. And like I said, it's all about just getting comfortable in it. It is a process, but it's just about like spreading that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're saying like, oh, I love this piece, like you said, it's like, yo, I love you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like that's your art piece, you know what I'm saying? That's your baby. Right. They just told you that they love your baby.
Right.
Can I also add that also it's just analytics. It doesn't have to, I mean, like, I love you, yes, if you really mean it, you know, you should say that. But also, just for analytics, just saying 3 words, I read, all you need is to put, like, 3 words or, like, 3 emojis or whatever, and then it, like, boosts you and, like, makes you more visible to people that aren't your followers. Okay. So, like, saying something like, hey, thank you, boo, or whatever, it doesn't have to be super extreme, just something where it's just, like, you know, like, appreciative or whatever, and that is enough. You know?
Okay, because, yeah, I'm more laid back, so I'm not for sure. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm kind of monotone. I don't show a lot of excitement, so that just wouldn't even, I don't think that would go along with me and who I am if I'm trying to, you know, put myself like who I am out there.
And you know what? Lean into that. Like someone comments on your picture, you tell them straight up, you got me blushing or something like that, or thank you so much, or put like there's an emoji dedicated to shyness. Use that all the time.
Okay.
Facts. I got a little bit of a monotone voice as well. I just said like, you could say like much love or like appreciate you, something like, you know, something that feels like you.
Right. Okay. And I think that's what it is that I feel like I see more people getting more attention, I guess because of their personality. And I have a personality, but it's just not excitable. You know what I mean? And so, like, I find myself trying to find ways to engage with people with how their personality is. Because, first of all, when people like my stuff, I go look all throughout their page. You know, and so I kind of try to match their energy instead of just, you know, sticking with who I am. And I think that's my downfall because I kind of get intimidated with that.
No, I think that's such a good thing because
that's a great idea.
Yes, like you match people's energy, so that means like because I'm into like psychology too, but it just means that you can easily like read people and you can adapt and people like you more because you're like them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, like people and that's a good thing. Like just do you, boo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm similar with that. It's like you want to match that energy while simultaneously being able to bring out your own as well. You feel me?
Yeah.
And first of all, we would probably get along great because I am a fucking fireball and I'm all over the place with excitement. So people that have their own personalities, they usually balance me out.
Bean, you started a group a while ago, and I think I popped on there, and it was just me and you, and I literally freaked out because you were like, "Hey, Bree," and I was like, "Oh," and I kind of ran out of the group. But yeah, so.
Come back. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
All love.
Well, I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm gonna leave, and I wish you all a beautiful night with y'all beautiful artwork, and I'm probably gonna see you guys here tomorrow. So yeah, have a great Friday night. And also, you know, my 9 to 5 is I manage web stores for like bands and stuff like that. So if anybody needs advice on how to market or how to price things on their e-com stores, holla at me. I can probably help you. Okay?
Yo, you're low-key the plug.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just website is my one downfall.
Yeah, so yeah, holla at me. You know, any information or knowledge I have, y'all have it. So hit me up.
Have a beautiful night. Stay safe, positive.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Alright, who's up next?
I think I am.
was Ash, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you're not asking me.
Okay, let's see. Let us see. Okay, you're very inviting. I see that right now. Your page is very, very professional.
Thank you.
Creating. Okay, that's good. You gotta comment back on everyone's comment. That's one thing.
Mhm.
Oh, you do that. You do that for the most part. There's some you miss, but for the most part, you do that. It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that your child?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. It shows like you behind, the beauty of your artwork. That's very good.
Sometimes it's a bit scary putting her on there, but I just kind of think like I'm not the only one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I completely agree. It is a little bit like unnerving having your kid on there, but at the same time, I mean, I don't have any children, but it's like your prized possession. So it's like showing your prized possession with what you love to do is a little bit of an emotional kick towards people. So that's good.
Thank you.
These flowers. What's the story behind the flowers? I see a lot of flowers.
Sure. So I mostly sell my cards to florists. I mostly draw flowers and plants, and it's sort of become a bit of a thing. And then even just like pattern designers, or it seems that people, dried flowers, like people that are in the flower industry or anything related to flowers are kind of drawn to my work or ask me to do commissioned work for them. And I actually ended up getting a lot of likes on they're my photos, and that's the other thing is it's about, for me, an expression of like creative exploration rather than just my work, trying to be a bit more diverse, tell a bit more of a story. What do you think?
I think what you need to do is, do you follow every florist in your area?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Follow every florist in your area.
Maybe not in my area.
You make sure that you turn on your favorite florists, turn on their notifications, and always engage with them.
Yeah.
And even, I would say, I like your time lapse. I think you should do more of that time lapse. Is that you?
Which one?
January 22nd?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'll just double check. Is it, I can't find the date.
Weekends are for creating, and I'm assuming that's you.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else
Yeah.
in the background.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm on my reels. Yeah, that's me.
No, that's perfect. More of that.
Okay, cool.
Do you have reels, right?
Yeah, I've got reels.
Okay, you do a lot of reels. But yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Yeah.
I don't know how often to do like me.
I would say about maybe at least 1 out of 9.
Okay.
So that on your feed, like, people will, if someone's on your feed, they'll see you immediately.
Yeah.
I can't say that for myself because I don't really post my face that much, but I would say like 1 out of, because people tell me like, oh, that's what you look like, and that's bad. Because, yeah, so, yeah, you're doing a great job, I would just say. And also, get with, like, find, like, 3 or 4 friends who are also trying to do things in social media, even if they're not in your industry. And start up a chat or something, like an Instagram chat. And every time you post, put that in the chat, and then those 5 people have to go to your post immediately and like and comment something thoughtful or something funny or something like that. So that
Cool.
in the first 10 minutes, if that happens, your post will be like, it does help with engagement. The more comments you get, like right when you first post. So if you have those accountability people, like, and you guys do just do it. It'll be a good like motivation kind of thing too.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I love your tone. Like, you're really chill the way you talk. It's really nice listening to you.
Oh, thanks. And I hate my voice, and everyone hates their own voice, probably.
No, I really enjoy
All right,
listening
guys.
to you. So thank you.
I'm about to go back to sleep for a couple hours so I can get up for the gym.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't